Guys, welcome to the birthday stream. That's my best version of happy birthday. So yeah, so let's get right into this. Alright guys, welcome to the 25th episode of the Phoenix Studios live show, number 25, on the 25th of July, which is kind of a weird coincidence. Yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I kind of called it the birthday stream. Hey, why not? You know, it's one day off, but we aren't going to we're not going to complain. It's fine. I hope you guys are all doing well. I see Johannes is in the chat, and I saw Ghost Monkey before in the chat as well. Awesome to have you here, guys. Rock on. Who else we got? We got Nick as well. Thanks, man. Happy birthday, indeed. We're gonna be having some fun today, just with a few little things I'm gonna add in there. So, Lena's here as well. Happy early birthday. Rock on, Lena. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, the 25th episode. I mean, I can't believe it. 25 now. I mean, it's crazy how many episodes we've done. I've only been going for 3 months or whatever it is, but it's awesome. And I'm glad that you're all here. I'm really happy that you're all here and still with me. So I really appreciate you tuning in week after week. You guys seriously rock. Okay, so let's get into our news for today. So, what we got in terms of the news? So, as I was mentioning before, it is the birthday stream. Woohoo! So, as you can expect, there will be a few things here and there, a few fun things. There's a bit of confetti there. Why not? Let's chuck in some confetti. We haven't used that for a while. Cheers, Reviver. Cheers for the happy birthday wishes. Awesome. Well, hopefully if you guys are keen, I have like a little birthday collaboration thing later that you guys can kind of try out. I'll reveal all in a minute, just after the news, but it's a fun little thing I was working on earlier this week. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let me just put the guitar away. So first of all, thank you very much to our latest subscriber, and that is Ghost Monkey. Thank you so much, sir. Look at them bits. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my my audio thing. Hopefully it comes out now. I'll redo your alert because you probably didn't hear any audio. Let's try again. Let me just make sure. I've been fiddling about with my audio settings today because I've been trying to get it so that there's no echo. But I can't. I've sort of worked it out. Here we go. Look
at all those
bits. Hopefully you can hear the audio now. You got it this time. Okay, cool. Look at all them bits. Thank you so much, Lena, for those 10 bits. I really appreciate it. So as I was saying, Ghost Monkey is our latest subscriber. Thank you, sir, for subscribing last week. I really appreciate your support. And again, a little look at the leaderboards and stuff, and we're up to 4 subscribers now, I think, although I'm not quite sure because it's telling me there's 3, so I'm not sure if somebody dropped off or something over the weekend. No worries though, I think we're up to 4, that's what it says anyway. And again, thank you guys for all your cheers and your support in general. I really appreciate you tuning in week after week. So like I said, our sub count I think is on 4. We're nearly halfway there to our 10 subscribers, which would be awesome and amazing. And then we will unlock our next giveaway. And yeah, I actually need to work out what that's going to be. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to have to try and top all the others. So as I was saying previously, subscribers, you get an exclusive gift. You get a 100 icons pack, which is awesome. And yeah, I tend to give that to people on Discord. I literally just message you on the Discord and you get access to 100 icons, which is very useful. You can use it in your client projects, etc., etc. So last week we debuted Embers, which are our loyalty points. And, you know, we had some crazy shenanigans going on. with... Oh, my word. There we go. Reviver just subscribed. Well, thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, our 5th subscriber. Thank you so much, Reviver. Awesome. You rock. You really rock. So we started our Embers loyalty points last week. Lots of people had loads of fun, and somehow Johannes managed to redeem the Wig of Destiny very, very quickly. I don't know how he managed to do it. Absolutely crazy. But so we started our Embers last week, and if we look at the leaderboard, Johannes is at the top of the leaderboard, 390, although he's claiming he should be on about 1,000 or something. I don't know what's going on, man. I think Chaos maybe came in and took your Embers away, man. He has a habit of doing that, so, blasted Chaos. God damn him. No, we love him, really. As I mentioned, guys, there's a menu on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. You guys know the drill. And you can redeem different rewards, effectively. Either pick a riff, Wig of Destiny, Death Growl Shoutout. I have upped the Embers a little bit because, as I explained earlier, it was so easy for Johannes to redeem the wig that I kind of upped it a bit to 1,000. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. It's even worse now. I played 28 times and I lost 28 times in a row. And Natural Mermaid needs a subscription. Yes, I may very well gift you a subscription, potentially later. So the kind of rewards you can redeem are Death Growl Shoutout, which is very fun, and it kind of sounds something like this. Let me just get my crazy mic on. Let's see if it works this time. I'm not sure if it worked. Let's have a go.
This is my demon voice. Whoa.
So hopefully that worked for you guys. So I've got like a weird voice changing thing where I can shout out people's voices with a crazy demon voice. It's quite fun. I probably do that a bit more often. We'll give it a go a bit later on, hopefully. Pick a riff, which is our highest prize, which is something like 6,666 embers. You effectively get to choose any song, and I would learn a riff from that song and play it on the stream, the next stream. So that's the top prize. And then of course we have the Wig of Destiny, which is still my favourite redeemable prize, although I get very, very warm with putting it on. So you guys know the drill. We saw this last week. This is all fun and games. And next I want to say a very special thanks to Johannes for coming up with the OK emote. And, it's absolutely awesome. He spent a fair bit of time. A few of us art directed him. And I finally kind of uploaded it to the Discord. So thanks very much, Johannes. You really rock. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to make this for everybody. So thank you so much. And now we have the back catalogue. I've updated the back catalogue because I know a few of the episodes have expired. So I've updated that as per usual. You can look at the previous episodes on YouTube. There's the link in the channel. And that's all up to date now. I think episode 24 is still on Twitch, so you can still watch that one for a couple of days more. And then I'll upload that one to YouTube. And so that brings us to Album of the Week. I've been kind of trying to work out what we could use this week. And Natural Mermaid actually gave me an idea for an album. I kind of was trying to scratch my head, trying to work something out, and she suggested this album, which is awesome. So the Album of the Week is The Offspring, Ixnay on the Hombre. I think I've pronounced that correctly.
Ixnay on the Hombre.
Ixnay on the Hombre. Okay. So, she pronounces it far better than me.
I think I've done it right.
She thinks it's right anyway. So she pronounces it way better than me anyway. So, The Offspring. Awesome band. Absolutely awesome album cover as well. Really quite iconic. So, let's get into this one. Let me have a look and see if I can switch my camera over. Right, hopefully this is working. Yeah, it looks like it's working. Awesome. So, and I see our little meter's on 5 now. Rock on. Thanks, Reviver. You rock, man. So Ixnay on the Hombre. This was released in '97. An absolutely amazing year for albums. For me personally, I mean, there was Radiohead, OK Computer. There was a new Metallica album. That was the kind of the year for me where I started discovering rock and roll, basically, and heavy metal. That was the year that I really got into it. So yeah, also this album came out in '97. I had no idea, and it's got some absolutely awesome tracks on it. You've got The Meaning of Life, Gone Away, which is probably one of the biggest ones. All I Want. Any other tracks you can think on there?
I love the whole album.
But she just loves the whole album, basically.
Probably The Meaning of Life.
The Meaning of Life, yeah.
All I Want is a really good one.
Yeah, I know All I Want,
Amazed.
yeah. Amazed. Okay, right, cool. I don't know half of this album, if I'm honest with you guys. I know a few of the tracks, the big ones. But, you know, it is one of those classic albums. And I don't know, I mean, I know they released Americana sort of shortly after that with Pretty Fly for a White Guy and all that. But I don't know if it's as good as this one or did as well as this one. So, yeah, and in terms of the album art, it was surprisingly, usually it takes me ages to actually find the album art, the person who did the art. But in this case, it was actually quite easy. It is a guy called Enrique Chagoya. He is from Mexico. He's a painter and a printmaker. There's a little Wikipedia article on him, which is cool. I didn't even know if you know. I didn't realize he would have his own little Wikipedia article, which is cool. He's had his work shown in loads of galleries, which is awesome. A little Google search kind of turns up a lot of his art, which is quite weird looking, if I'm honest with you. A lot of it seems to tap into kind of Mexican culture. I mean, there you go. There's Che Guevara on the toilet. I mean, totally random. I don't know, man. Like his art is, it's very sort of random, kind of all over the place. But you can definitely see the kind of Mexican influence coming in there. So yeah, I mean, this is an absolutely classic album cover. I would really advise you guys to check out this guy's work. I think it's in galleries and stuff. I couldn't really find like a portfolio or anything with him in, but you know, it's one of those things where I don't know, they don't like showing his work because they want you to go and see it in the gallery or whatever. So oh yeah, this is calculating his odds. And my chance of winning 10 games with the same card is 16.67%. Well, man, it's I don't know. Like I don't set up the odds or anything like that. It's purely like it's what's it called? Streamlabs. It's nothing to do with me. So yeah, keep at it, man. You never know. You might get there eventually. Right. So yeah. So that was Ixnay on the Ombre. Hopefully, I have pronounced that correctly. So yeah, guys, so that was our album of the week, which is a really awesome album. Now, before I forget, because I thought, I might actually forget this, I thought we could have a bit of fun during the stream. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do a bit of cake decorating, would you believe? Now, this isn't a real cake. This is a digital Phoenix Studios cake. So what I will do is I will put in the link in the channel. And it's a bit like Photoshop in terms of like you can go in and multiple people can kind of collaborate on something. So here's the link. So I'm calling this the Chaos Cake. And if we have I'm just going to flick over to it now. And you guys can kind of see what I've done is I've come up with a base for you guys to use. So you guys can go in there if you like. You can add decorations and stuff, whatever. Be as creative as you like. It's completely like Photoshop, little Photoshop interface. I see a few people are on there already. There's 3 people there already. That's cool. Yeah, so you go on there, literally just like start painting. You know, pick a color, whatever. Make a new layer on the right hand side. Same as Photoshop. I think this is the new layer tool on here. And yeah, see how you go.
We see it live, don't we?
Yeah. Basically, you just create a new layer. So if I click that, there's my new layer. And yeah, it live paints as you paint. It kind of comes up, which is awesome. Here we go. Somebody's drawing already.
How do I do that?
You literally just create a new layer
On that thing.
on the right hand side. Oh, somebody's writing happy birthday already. Here we go. This is quite fun. Like I don't know. This is quite fun. This is purely like we're testing this out, guys, because we could use this for other things. That's awesome. That is awesome. Brilliant, guys. Who's in green? That's what I'm wondering. People are moving layers around already. I don't know what's going on. Oh, brilliant. On the right-hand side, there's at the top there's a minus and a plus. There's a minus and a plus thing. So I can kind of like come out here. There we go. Oh, look at that. There's Reviver with his 2 swords. I love it. That's awesome. Yeah, this is kind of like a fun little tool, which I discovered. Johannes was kind of like pointing me to a bunch of drawing games, and they're really cool. Thanks for suggesting those, by the way, man. Thank you. We'll try and integrate them into the stream at some point. But I thought in the meantime, we could have a go on this, because this is kind of similar. It's a Photoshop interface. Yeah, have you just moved the cake?
I don't know what I'm doing.
There we go. Oh, the cake's back in order now. Oh, God. That was me thinking I could lock layers, but apparently not.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, that's cool. If you you just create a new layer on the right-hand side, you see where I'm pointing.
I don't know how to erase.
Well, there's a little eraser on the left-hand side, on the toolbox. If you hover over it, it should tell you what's what.
Okay. No, never mind.
You'll get used to it. So anyway, so let's see how we go with that. It's a bit of fun. At the moment, it's looking pretty cool. Hey, feel free to experiment, guys. It should be awesome. So yeah, so that's kind of like the news for today in our sort of little news roundup. But hey, have fun with the cake decorating while I get on with some other stuff. Right. Okay. Let's minimize that and let's get into our headliner for today. So our lineup is looking like this. So we'll do the headliner for a bit. We'll do a raw a bit later. I'm going to go through previous projects, just go through some layers and stuff. We have a new Vice. Vice seemed to be relatively well received last stream, so I'm going to give a bit more advice on some freelancing stuff. We'll do a Roku. I've got a bunch of new Roku things that I want to do, so that should be fun. And yeah, let's have fun, guys. I'm just going to switch over to the headliner now. Awesome. So let me get my iPad view up. There you go. So what we're going to do, because this one is kind of like almost complete, this is one of our melting ice creams with I and scream or whatever. So we're going to have a look at colouring this today. We're going to do a little bit of colouring just because we've done a lot of inking on the last few. So I actually want to try and colour this a bit. So I hope you guys are enjoying the lovely weather we're having. Well, we're certainly having lovely weather in the UK. I don't know if you guys are having the same sort of weather where you are, but in the UK it's freaking hot. It's really, really hot. And I'm sure a lot of you will be decorating the cake now while I'm doing this, which I thought so. What's that?
Hint, what you just said.
Oh yeah, is everybody decorating the cake? Is that what it is?
No, I'm saying, you're saying you hope people decorate it.
Oh, I see, yeah. Natural Mermaid is going to be making me a cake tomorrow, which is very nice of her to be making me a cake. So I haven't really decided what colour we're going to do this guy, but I'm just doing it in my main brand colour for now. So this should be fun. Yeah. So like I say, I hope you guys are having an awesome time decorating the cake. And I think maybe we could start using that tool for something else. I'm not sure. We could potentially start using it. Yeah. Oh, man. So I really want to try and get... Ideally, I want to have this guy kind of finished for next week and chuck him out on Instagram. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. Natural Mermaid and I are off to a rock night on Friday night, and then we have another rock night potentially on Saturday night, so we're going to be absolutely knackered probably by Sunday.
It's been a while.
It has been a while since we've had a proper rock out, so we're looking forward to seeing our friends. My Photoshop crashed. Drivers from my tablet as well. I need to reboot. Okay, Lena, no worries. Well, we'll see you in a little bit. Hopefully everything works out, eh? Hopefully it works out. We'll still be here for another hour and a half, probably at least. Yeah, for sure, man. And it's been really, it's been an awesome time on the Discord, guys. You guys have really picked up the pace on the Discord this week. I mean, it's been awesome chatting to you guys about all kinds of stuff. We've had everything from kind of advice being given about art. I know Vader has been kind of doing a lot of chrome butterfly wings, which is awesome. And I think, what else have we had? Seeker and I were having a discussion about Behance today. I know Lena is planning on getting a iPad potentially, so I was giving Lena some advice about this iPad and what you can do with it and stuff. So yeah, it's been an all-round awesome time on the Discord, and of course, Johannes made that awesome emote. So that was great, absolutely awesome. I'll check my alerts. Are my alerts in good order? Yes, they are. Okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing whether you guys come up with more cake decorating stuff, or if you're just chilling and working. That's cool. And maybe I've been thinking maybe we'll do a like a show your work kind of segment on the show. I think that would be really cool if we could show everybody's work. That'd be awesome. And that's something I think Vader suggested potentially last week, is potentially doing that. That would be awesome, just to show you what you guys are working on. I love that idea. I'm wondering what the cake is looking like now. Is it looking good?
Yeah, looking good.
Cool, cool. It's quite a cool little collaboration tool. Like I say, maybe we... I want to try and integrate it into the stream somehow. It'll be a lot of fun.
That's a good idea, I think.
Yeah, and it's free as well. Like, it's a free tool, so it'll be awesome. And yeah, Johannes was making some really was showing me some really cool games as well, like kind of similar, where you can kind of all draw things and then it's like a competition. So maybe we could play that one day on the stream as well. I am also looking into Rocksmith, which is a game you can kind of stream guitar, play it while you kind of like, a bit like Guitar Hero but with a real guitar. So that's kind of like something I want to try my hand at. That'd be quite fun. I do need to think about getting a what's it called? A capture device. Need to think about getting one of those to try and get the input from the PlayStation, because I don't think it's available on a Mac. Maybe it is, but it would probably zap all my resources. If I'm honest. Yeah. I'm not gonna show the cake just yet, but I'm gonna see how we go. Maybe I'll show it halfway through the show or something. We'll show what people have been working on. Should be fun.
I like Reviver's swords
Yeah, they look really cool, to be honest.
and the candles.
Yeah, I really enjoyed seeing that already. Like, straight away, people were in there having fun with it. I'm glad it worked, because I was worried, maybe it won't work, and that'll be a bit of a bummer. But it worked straight away, which is awesome. So yeah, I think you can export it as well. You can actually export the lovely artwork at the end. Fun times. I wish there was some sort of way of integrating it within the stream directly, so that it wasn't like a separate window. That's something I wish you could do, but I haven't really found anything. Who covered my candles? Oh, okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. There's going to be an all-out war over the cake. At least it's layered. You can move layers and stuff, which is cool. So yeah, like I say, this skull, I think I might make him pink in the end. I'm not 100% sure. But for now, for today, we're just going to do a little bit of colouring. And yeah, just colouring in basically. I do need to finish my other two ice creams as well. And I've got more planned also. So I really ideally want there to be about 10 different illustrations by the end of this project. So there's quite a lot to do still. But I do want to start releasing them on a weekly basis, because that'll really...
No.
Candles look lovely. It did look lovely. I wondered where they went. They're back? Okay, that's good. The candles are back.
Looks like
We're keeping the peace, otherwise Reviver's going to get his swords out and there'll be a massacre. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it's definitely got legs, because everybody seems to be enjoying it. So we'll definitely potentially use that on a future stream.
oh, that looks cool.
Some sort of some sort of collaborative thing would be fun. I'm gonna have, you know what? I might have a sneaky peek at what you guys are working on because I feel like I'm missing out now. Let's have a sneaky peek at what everybody's working on. Right, I'll open this up now. Oh, that's so cool!
I did the pink star.
Look at that. Who did the Phoenix logo? I know the pink stars are you. Okay.
I think it might have been.
Who did the Phoenix? That's really good.
Might have been Johannes.
That's really good, Johannes.
I'm guessing.
Top marks, man. And Reviver, your skull is looking awesome. The happy birthday typography is looking incredible.
The pink star thing.
I mean, best wishes. Oh, best wishes, Reviver. Oh, thank you so much. Look at that. That is a freaking awesome cake right there. And I love the stars, and I love everything about it. That is awesome. We will share that on the Discord later. But if you guys want to add anything more to it, you go for it. No problem. We'll chuck it on the Discord later. What fun! That might have to be a regular thing. That is a lot of fun. C DLC are custom DLC, and these are custom bitmaps which people created. Bitmaps. Or as Johannes like to put in I think if you do like 100 bits, it's the other sound. So it's like the bit. That one that you made, man. So that is also an alert. But I think you have to do 100 for it to really work. So hopefully you guys are doing well. And like I say, the Discord has been really busy this week, which is awesome. Nice to see everybody chatting and stuff. I have invited a few more people to get on the Discord, other creatives I've met along the way. I think a lot of them think it's some sort of gaming thing because when you post it as a link, it says gaming chat. It's like, well, no, I haven't set it up that way. It's a creative chat, so it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. We'll see if they join. Hopefully they will. So the UK is going through another heat wave again this week. We've got some crazy heat wave coming this way on Friday. It's going to go up to 30 something, and it's just going to be generally very hot. We had we had some rain, which was nice and kind of welcome, but now we're going back up to the highs.
Not as bad as London.
It hasn't been as bad as London.
Like an oven.
Yeah, London's like an oven.
All the time.
It's been awful. It's been absolutely awful, London. But up here it's not been so bad because we're up north. It means that we don't have as much hot weather. I guess that's what it is. Up north. You want to go up north and find nice weather? Anyway, that's my northern accent. I'm full of accents, me. Right. So I think these fiddly bits I'll probably just leave for now. Fiddly bits, I'll leave that. Right. Let's see if we can do some maximum layers. You bugger. You bugger. Right. Let me delete some old thing. No, I can't delete that. No. Don't particularly. You know what? I'll clone this. I'll clone it. I will cheat and clone it because I don't want to lose my old school stuff. I don't want to lose it. So, right. Duplicate project. I now have 2 red skulls on my thing. So let's delete the original layers because I don't need those. Delete. Okay, that should free me up a little bit. I'm wondering, like, do I do kind of contrasting colours on this piece? Is what I'm wondering. If I do, like, I don't know, do I do like a crazy yellow thing going on? I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure at the moment what I'm actually doing colour-wise. I'm literally just experimenting. So it's kind of like, do I do like some sort of yellow? I'm not sure. I also don't know what the background's going to be. Like, maybe I'll make the background yellow or something. I don't know. It's all an experiment, this one. Yeah, pretty crazy colours. Kind of a punk rock kind of color. Maybe we'll make this pink versus red. Let's see what happens. Pink, pink, pink. Kind of like a strawberry pink. Let me just paint in that and let's see what that looks like. Almost like kind of like a Sex Pistols kind of. Maybe something like that. I don't know, man. Hard to know. See, I'm conflicted because a lot of my stuff is very dark. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe blue or something? Yeah. Not sure. Still trying to work out the color scheme on this whole thing. Trying to work it out. Maybe it would be a bit darker. I can color pick. There we go. Yeah. Is the stream still working? I noticed a little blip there. Hopefully it's still working. For some reason the internet's going down quite quickly.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm losing 4.4. It keeps going in and out.
Is it because you're running that program?
Possibly.
We're going to close that, right?
Well, no, it's still there. I know where it is. Oh man, it's looking amazing now. Right, okay. I'll close that for now. Not now.
It's doing the hand.
Right, let's close that. Because the stream seems to be going down by quite a bit. It's like, I don't know, it's really fluctuating.
I'm seeing delays as well on my end, but
Right. I don't know if it's because like the bandwidth is being used somewhere else. I mean, it shouldn't be. I mean, I've not had any problems previously with people streaming at multiple places. Yeah, it's really fluctuating. Well, that is a bummer. Hopefully it won't affect it too much. Yeah, it's really fluctuating. But I've not had any problems all week. Maybe we'll just carry on. Hopefully I'll hope for the best. It seems to be fluctuating a lot. Reviver says it seems okay. So we'll see how we go. And hopefully it'll be alright. Yeah, it's like really going up and down. Lena's back. Hey Lena. My stream seems to be fluctuating a bit up and down. I don't know why. Shouldn't be, because I've never had a problem before. Let's see if I've got any other apps using... No, I don't have any other apps. You do me a favour and just close your stream a minute. Let's see if that improves it.
can we close it?
Just close the window on your side. Ah, it's back now. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, I've
That's fine now. It's green again. That's okay now. I don't know what went on. We're back in the green. Bizarre. Never happens. Very rarely does that ever happen. Anyway, we seem to be back again. Nice one. I don't know what happened. Twitch had a bit of a minor setback of some sorts. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So right now I'm just playing about with colours, trying to work out the kind of colours I'm going to use on this little skull. This is really like me just testing the water at this point. I actually don't know what colours I'm going to use, but I can always edit them kind of at a late stage. That's kind of what happens. That's 22. So I will probably do this a little bit longer, and then we'll have a look at the cake, which people have been making. And then we will see what happens, and maybe do a warp, and then maybe a roar or something. Let's see how we go. Oh, actually, we'll do a Roku as well, because we need to do one of those. People love those. I hope your computer's alright, Lena. I hope everything's been going alright with it. I know I had computer problems back in the day. Hopefully, touch wood, I don't have any more of those. Maybe I'll make the horns a separate colour. Those. We'll make these purple for now. By the way, Lena, if you have any more queries about the iPad stuff, because I know you were asking me on the Discord about like how it works and stuff, feel free to ask me any more questions. For me, it's really, like I say, a really awesome drawing tool. But you can use it for lots of other things as well, not just that. Oh, actually, one thing I wanted to check is how we're doing on the points. We've got a new follower. Cog Whistle has followed. I'm not quite sure who that is. But welcome to the stream, Cog Whistle, if you're here. We do a bunch of things on the stream. We play a bit of rock and roll. We do art, of course, design. And we just generally have fun. So I'm going to take a quick look now at the embers. And we're going to see who's on top at the moment. Manage users. And we go points. So Reviver Knight is actually in the lead right now with 413 embers. Is Reviver Knight. So he's in the lead. Johannes is not even on the leaderboard. What on earth? He's somewhere near the bottom somewhere. I can't. Oh, there we go. 52 embers. Oh man. Dear oh dear. So Lena's asking about brushes and textures. So basically, Lena, this is awesome, right? And this is one of the reasons I bought this, because I thought this is going to absolutely freaking rock. So if I make a new, I can't make a new layer. If I delete that's another rough one. Delete that. Make a new layer. So basically, any brush you can use in Photoshop, all of Kyle's brushes, all the rest of it you can use in here, which is freaking awesome. So if I just go in this, so as you can see, so I've got. Let's see, I have got Mega Pack. So these are all of Kyle's brushes. All here, all can be used in whichever way you want. I've also got the concept brushes in here, which I have used previously. So let's see if I can get Granite Gloss in here. Because that's the one I always use. Because Signal Noise recommended it, so I started using it in some of my stuff. There's so many freaking brushes that I can't actually find it. Ugh, too many brushes. The only thing I would say is like there it is. The organization isn't amazing on the iPad, whereas it's easier in Photoshop. But yeah, so you can do Granite Gloss. There we go. You can see how you can add in some texture. There you go, and it's so smooth. Like it's really super smooth. So yeah, so the texturing side of things is freaking awesome. I've used it a lot on my pieces, and it's been amazing. You know. It's an awesome little tool. And I really should work for Apple because I keep going on about it. So yeah, so it basically it's like a mini version of Photoshop in some ways, because you can use all the brushes from Kyle and stuff. The things you can't do are things like I don't know, crazy gradients and stuff. But what you can do is you can import a flat gradient as a background. I've done that. So yeah, whoops, that's the wrong way. Let's delete this. I might keep it for later. Actually, I'll delete it. So yeah, definitely check it out, man. I mean, you could even go in the store, in the Apple store or whatever, and try one out and see if you like it. And obviously you can always return it as well. I've made a bunch of my own custom brushes. Like I've made like a massive airbrush, which is what I use a lot of the time. So yeah, he gambled it all away. I didn't gamble it away. I just didn't win. Oh, bless you, Johannes. You're doing the best you can. Well, actually, what I'm going to do, and I just remembered, on Rock Who, we're going to have some points awarded for people in Rock Who. So you get points if you win or if you become second place or whatever. We'll have some points in there. So you will actually get some points for taking part in Rock Who and actually, guessing first. So that's something I'm planning on doing. Yeah, iPad Pro, Lena. Yeah, I know they're really expensive as well, which is a pain in the bum. I mean, I bought mine. I spent a small fortune on it with the pencil as well, because the pencil costs a bit of money. But it is a freaking awesome tool, and it has like completely changed my creativity, because I used to like always have to go to a Cintiq, and I used to like hate having to set it up and not being able to kind of do it on the couch or whatever, set it up and like draw on the couch or whatever. So now, I've gone and used the wrong layer. There we go. So now I can draw wherever I want, really, and paint wherever I want. It's just freaking awesome. It takes a bit of a learning, but it is awesome. Right, okay, so I'm going to carry on for a little bit longer. Maybe we'll just fine tune these little horns a bit. Oh, Mancoons. So we have some cats from next door that pop over all the time. They're so cute. Right, okay. So there's some really cute cats, and they come along sometimes, and yeah, they hang out with us. Maybe one day we'll have Snow on the stream. You never know. One of the cats is called Snow. He's absolutely awesome. He's like the most chilled, coolest cat you'll ever meet. He's a really awesome cat, and maybe we'll have him on the stream someday. You never know. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. Very rough shading at the moment. I kind of liking the color scheme. I'm not sure about the green. I do want to try and do some kind of like different colors rather than just always having a black background, because I typically just go for a black background. And I don't know. Yeah, I just want to try and do something a bit different this time around with this project. It's just something a bit more fun, because ice creams are quite fun, and you know, I don't know. Is it sort of a lime green? I'm not sure. Fill? No, that doesn't look great. It needs some work anyway. Okay, guys. What I'll do is I will leave the headliner for now, I think. Might come back to it a bit later, but I think we've done a good half hour or so on the headliner, so we'll see what happens. I'm just going to have a quick drink before we carry on. Okay. Right. So what we'll do next? Let's do. What could we do? I don't know. How many of you guys are in the channel? You guys might be busy and stuff. Oh, there's quite a few people in the channel, so we could do a little bit of a rock who if you guys are up for it. Let's see who's in the channel. There's quite a few people. Right. Let's see. Let's do a couple of rock who and let's see if people are available to play or if they're busy. Let me close this. Just get myself set up. Ugh, so my skull is taking ages to close. Close that. Open up my template. Let's get this back on. Right, it's loading. I think I'll duplicate this again. I really need to clean up my projects actually, because I've got so many freaking projects in here now. Okay. Reviver's going to restart, so maybe we'll wait until he restarts and then we'll do a bit of rock who. Okay, no probs. So let's go back to our lineup and we'll have a think. What could we do? Maybe we do. While we're waiting for him to restart, maybe we'll take a little 5-minute break, guys. Actually, that's a good idea. So we're going to do a little intermission. Seeing as Reviver's restarting, we'll do a little intermission and then we'll be back with some Roku. Intermission. See you in 5. And we're back. And Reviver's back as well. Hey man, we took a little break because you went and restarted, so I thought, well, we might as well have a break anyway. So what we'll do now is we'll get into a bit of Roku. Let me get the right slide. There we go, Roku, hooray. So yeah, so we had some fun with this last week, and I've come up with some new things I want to see if people get. There we go, there's my notes, so I know what I'm drawing. Right, let me delete a few layers. And I must stress that the winner of Roku today will get some loyalty points, in which case you'll be able to redeem things, like the Wig of Destiny and all the rest of it. So feel free to join in on Roku, and hopefully you'll guess the things I'm creating. So let's create our first one. Right, first one, okay. These are all rock-related things, guys. I'm not doing portraits at the moment, just so you know, because I suck at them, if I'm honest. And they are funny, but for now, we're going to do kind of like rock-related things, a bit like what we did last time. So, so let's see if I can get this kind of illustrated right. Let's see if anyone can guess this. Do the horns. Does it look a bit dodgy? Reviver got it. Headbanging. Well, that was quick. Well done, sir. Well done. I was trying to indicate. The headbanging kind of thing. So there you go. So Reviver's got it. So that's 1 point for Reviver. Okay. Let me make a points index actually. So Reviver.
You only get 1 point.
Well, Reviver, you have to win overall.
Embers, please.
So Reviver won. Okay, this is me keeping track.
Embers point.
Uh,
We're
is
going
it,
to keep track.
oh, you can keep track if you want, but I've got a little counter in the inside. Okay.
Have you got a camera?
So far, Reviver has got 1. God damn it! Sorry, man. It's whoever wins, whoever dares wins, as they say. Right, okay. Let's try this one.
Right, keeping a tally.
You're keeping a tally. Okay, so Natural Mermaid keeping a tally at the moment. Okay. Mohawk. Nope. Punk. Nope. Fans? No, kind of, almost. Groupies! There you go, Reviver got it. Wow, okay. Reviver's on fire today. That's 2 for Reviver. Wow, okay. Fangirls. Fans of the Wig of Destiny. I might have to award Johannes some points there just for sheer comedic value. Remind me to give Johannes some points because that is hilarious. Okay, so Reviver 2 so far. Reviver is winning. Let's hide that one. We'll do a couple more. Okay. Let's see if I can make one that's a bit more, because those two are a bit easy. So let's try and do this.
It says revised in the corner.
How come it says what?
Revised.
I have no idea.
In the top right hand corner of the screen.
Can I get some extra points for drawing the devil in disguise next to the cake? Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no,
I don't know about that, sir. We'll have to see. So this guy coming here, he's got a guitar.
Oh, that's so cool. Just thinking too.
Okay, well, we'll look at the cake in a little bit. Rihanna, singer, nope. So, okay, there's our little bass player there. And then we've got no extra points for any. Okay. And we've got our drummer here. Band, nope. What are these things? Stage, no. Well, Johannes was close with band, but it's 2 words. Let's see if anyone gets this one. This might be a tricky one. Barrier, no. Have to do with barriers. What is this doing? What is this doing for the band? What is it doing? It's 2 words. On stage, no. Here's another clue. So if we duplicate that, that's what I have to try and do it again. Now we're gonna get people confused. I was wondering if anyone would get this one. So that's this one. Holding up. So this is the headliner. So what are these guys? That's what we're trying to go for. 2 words. Don't know if anyone's going to get this one, or it may have stumped everyone. Who knows?
Need a hint of it.
I'm trying to think of a good hint.
I don't know.
So I don't know.
Someone guess something.
Support act. Oh, I think we're going to have to give it to Reviver. He's almost right. Support band. Reviver is on absolute fire tonight, man. 3 in a row. 3. I mean, that's crazy, man. Yeah, it was support band. So yeah, well done, Reviver. Let's see if we can't get someone else.
Did he get the last one?
He's had 3.
Did I miss the previous one?
Possibly. I'm keeping tabs on
What was
this
the second one?
Second one was groupies.
I wasn't watching. So.
That'd be why. My art director wasn't watching, so there we go.
But he got that one as well.
He did, yeah. We've got. Let's see.
Okay, I made a note now.
I think, yeah. Let's do a couple more, and let's see if anyone else gets these. Okay.
I'm eating all the chocolate.
Hey, stop eating my chocolate, eh? Oh no, when your art director start eating your chocolates, it's quite annoying. Well, this was actually going to be another one, but I actually decided to change it. And let's just do a little zoom in. What's this? I don't know if anyone will know what this is. This is a guitar. This is used on guitars quite a bit. Certain style of guitar. 2 words.
Next, guess something.
I think it's not come up on mine.
You guess slide.
Slide. Yes, slide guitar. Nick's right. For some reason it didn't update on mine straight away. So Nick gets a point. Oh, there we go. I'll write it down as well. There you go. So Nick won. Okay. Okay. Let's do one more and let's see. We've got. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Natural Mermaid is talking to the cat outside. So you might hear some interesting noises in the background. So many new words. I don't know. I think Lena's learning all the new words.
What's capo?
Capo is a it's what you use to hold down the fret.
Oh.
I didn't know capo either, so I can actually show you what a capo is. I have one somewhere. I don't know where it is at the moment. But
Pass me the water.
can you pass me the water as well? Used to transpose the tuning of a guitar. There you go. So what are we thinking for this one, guys? This is one word. Interview. Nick got it straight away. Oh, Nick is coming back. Nice. Gift. It kind of does look like a bit like a gift, actually, Lena. That's right. It's meant to be a microphone, but it's a very badly drawn microphone. Badly drawn microphone. There you go. That's a good name for a band. We'll do one more and see if Nick can equalise with Reviver. Let's see. Okay.
There is a band called Badly Drawn Boy, I think.
Yes, there is, I think. Yeah. Okay. First, I thought it was, "Can you hold my baby?" Oh, I think we have to give Lena a couple of points for sheer entertainment value and Johannes, because that is hilarious. Make a note. Let's put them on the list for Embers. Okay, I'll do one more, guys, and then we'll get into something new. Right.
Why is the treasure chest coming up?
So if you click on that, you get Embers.
Oh. Yeah. Does it come up randomly?
Yeah, it comes up randomly.
Another baby.
So what are these guys doing? Who are these guys?
Isn't Lena's close, isn't she, I think?
Who are these guys? Security! Lena got it! Yeah! So Lena, 1 point. So let's have a look at our scores, guys. I think my scores are accurate. There we go. So we've got Lena in third place with 1. Nick in second place with 2. But the winner today is Reviver Night on Roku. Hooray! All right, so let's give some points out now. We will give some points.
Lena also deserves some points.
Yes, they do. They do. So I'm going to load up Streamlabs now. Hopefully it works. Right now, it doesn't seem to be... log in with Twitch. I have to log in every 5 minutes on this site. It's so annoying. Okay. Right. Overlays, loyalty. What are we up to on points already? So Reviver's got 431. Lena's second, 364. And I think Johannes is down the bottom somewhere. 76, man. Johannes not doing too well today. Okay, let's add points to viewers. So let's give Johannes a little bump up. So let's give him, I don't know, 300 points for his hilariousness. There we go. So Johannes jumps up. And then Lena's in third. So give Lena 400 points. 400. I already have, yeah. He's got 300. And then Nick will get, I think Nick's down there. Nick will get 500.
Nick.
Yep.
He was 1 point.
500. And then we'll give Reviver the amazing sum of 666. Because that's a good number. There we go. There you go, guys. So you should all have your points updated now. So we've got Reviver with 1,097. Lena Ritchie, we've got 764. Nick Culbertson, 567. And then Johannes, 376. So there we go, guys. So you guys should all have some extra embers to play with. Awesome. So that was Rock Who for today. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I love giving the points away as well. That's cool. I love that we've got now some sort of reward at least. People take part for something and not just kind of sit there. Awesome. Right. So what should we do next? I think we will do Vice. I don't see an update yet. Okay. Well, it's been updated. So I'm not sure. You might have to refresh the browser, I guess. I don't know if it's an instantaneous thing. I mean, it's definitely been adjusted. Let me refresh my end. There's something you can meme. Refresh my end. It's definitely there. It's definitely there. I can see everybody's been updated. So I don't know, man. I have no idea if that hasn't shown up. I apologise. You should use that collab website so we can all draw in Rock Who. Now, there's a very good idea, sir. Maybe my art director should note that down. Reviver's saying that we should use that collaboration website to all draw in Rock Who. And maybe one person's like the game master or something. Yeah, so maybe it's something along those lines. Cool, awesome. All right, so we're going to get into Vice next. I hope you guys have got your points. I don't know if you don't have your points. I apologise. It's the first time I've tried to add points. And I'm hoping... I hope they refresh. Let's see. I mean, here it says... Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe save settings. Maybe if I save settings. Give me a shout, guys. I see now. Refresh the page. Okay, so you might have to refresh to see your updated points. Awesome. So we're going to get into Vice now, which is a brand new section we sort of started last week. Typically, I'm going to switch to my camera because otherwise I'm just talking to a slide. So in the past on the stream, we've kind of talked about mostly about art. We talked about rock and roll. I just kind of had a bit of a chill stream overall. But with Vice, we kind of talk about the professional side a little bit. Last time we talked a bit about personal branding and where you can kind of take your brand kind of to the next level if you're trying to do your own little brand and why you should do your brand and naming and all this kind of stuff. So today I think we're going to talk a little bit about freelancing. I've freelanced for about 3 years now, on and off. Hopefully mostly on, if I'm honest. And I did full time for several years, must be about 15 years total. So our Vice for today is going to be, get this, full time to freelance. So this is a kind of a part one of the stream of this particular section. This is kind of like a part one because there's so much in this that I kind of trying to do it in stages because there's so much to do with freelancing. I mean, I know some of you guys already freelance. I know some of you guys have kind of started kind of recently. So I'm just going to kind of give my perspective and how it was for me. So I'm just going to have a quick drink before I get into this because I'm going to be talking a lot for sure. I'm going to put a little drink. Yeah, no worries. I will throw you over the water, which will go all over the guitar and it will burst into flames. Not really. Bear with me while we have a drink. We only drink water, by the way. We don't drink alcohol. Not very often. Okay. So the first thing, really, if I'm honest, that I want to sort of talk about is kind of like the preparation stage, or the preparation you need to do before you kind of consider going freelance properly from a full-time job. This was something I didn't do up front, if I'm honest, and I kind of just stumbled my way into it. So if I was to go back and start again in terms of freelancing, the first thing I would have done would have definitely been to have some sort of plan, because I didn't really have a plan. And because of that, it really was very difficult at the start. It was very, very challenging. I think I went with about 3 months of not earning anything right at the start, which is really hard. So I kind of knew that I had to get something pretty soon. I had to get some work soon because I hadn't been working for 3 months. This is back in 2014. And so what I would say is the kind of preparation you need to do. So you need to work out if you're going to have your name or your company or whatever. You need to register your company if you haven't done so already. Definitely get a limited company. Don't know, it depends on the country, whether you do a limited company or you're a sole trader. There's 2 different options you can choose from in the UK: sole trader, limited company. Get an accountant, somebody who knows their figures and somebody who can help you with your accounts year on year, because ultimately you need to be legal and you need to ensure that the government sees how much you're making and how much tax you have to pay, because usually the employer pays the tax for you and you don't have to worry about it. But when you're freelance, you have to do all that stuff yourself. Working out templates for things like invoices. And so this is all the kind of stuff you need to do up front before you even get into the nitty gritty of actually doing work for clients. So you need to make sure you have your invoice templates ready. You need to make sure that you start asking around for potential clients and stuff. So you need to start doing that kind of way ahead of time before. So when I got into it, I started with basically no clients and I was freelance for 3 months before I got my first client. So yeah, just do all that preparation up front. Make sure you spend time kind of making sure that you can do all that stuff and that you're ready. It also helps if you've got savings and stuff. Save as much as you can before you go freelance, because you'll probably need that money at some stage. And at the end of the day, if you're not earning on a regular basis, it can get very, very hard, especially if you have rent and bills and things like that to think about. So yeah, guys, I know some of you already freelance and stuff, so you probably don't know all this stuff already. But yeah, get the preparation side of things out the way while you're still working full time. And then when you get into freelancing, it's a lot easier, believe me. I wish I'd have done it that way. And if I could go back, that's what I would have done. And yeah, sometimes you just learn the hard way, you know what I mean? So the other thing as well is finding clients. Now, this is something I struggle with a bit myself, if I'm honest. This is one of those things where, again, this should be kind of part of your preparation before you go to full-time freelance. Basically, when I started, I didn't really have any clients. Had to find them myself. Took quite a while to find. But generally, just ask people, especially people you know, is probably the best way to do it. If you ask people that you know, they may very well need some work from you, freelance, and you can even potentially do some freelance on the side of your full-time job, providing you're allowed to do that. You need to check your contract. So yeah, look around online. There's loads of job sites. I know Behance does like job posts all the time. I'm constantly looking to make sure that, you know, if there's any job roles that I'm applying for them. And another thing with freelancing is always don't be afraid to kind of go for freelance roles, even if you think you can't do the job. And even if you think there's something that you may not be 100% good at or you may not know. There's a couple of jobs where I've felt where I'm not necessarily the best at something, but I've gone for the role anyway. And then, you know, the client's been happy at the end of the day. I mean, I've got a client who's quite regular with me, who initially asked me to do packaging design. Now, I had never done packaging design in my life. I knew the basics, but I hadn't done it before. And I had to read up a load, did the job, and they were really happy. And now they're one of my kind of regular clients. You know, every other week they're giving me a brief, some Photoshop work or some social work or whatever. So you have to be... I know a lot of people say, oh, you need to specialize. And that's kind of like another subject matter I want to talk about. It's like you need to specialize and stuff. I personally think that specializing is the quickest way for you to go out of business, because if somebody comes to you and says, well, I need this, and you say, well, sorry, I can't do it, then it's one of those things. You have to be flexible in freelancing. You have to be able to do video editing. I've done video editing. After Effects, potentially social media stuff. I mean, you really have to be flexible because when the work comes in, you've just got to go for it. Reviver says, it's hard finding clients that want the work that you want to do. There's a lot of corporate work out there, but not so much cool stuff that us lot tend to like. Well, this is it exactly, man. And there's certain designers who are kind of like a lot higher up than us. For example, James, who seems to kind of get the work they want to do. But at the same time, potentially they're doing other work as well that we don't see. I mean, I don't know. I think, if I'm honest, it's very tough to get the work that you really want to do. I mean, I'm finding it a struggle, as you know. It's tough, you know. I would love to do rock and roll illustrations. I would love to do anything kind of rock based, but so far it's not happened, man. You know, but you never know what happens down the line because a couple of years down the line, you never know. I might get some sort of big break. So you have to keep going for it. And I know with your illustrations and your kind of like medieval kind of illustrative work, I think that could definitely lead to something a lot bigger. You know, I see you doing like, I don't know, some sort of medieval book illustrations or something. And I know you're kind of building a game at the moment, which I'm looking forward to seeing. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a case of perseverance and persistence and patience, the 3 Ps. And I need to apply that to myself as well, because there's a lot of times I'm not patient, if I'm honest. So yeah, finding the clients, going out there. I know some people go straight to a restaurant or whatever and say, do you need any design work doing? Kind of going right to the front door and not emailing. Some people use LinkedIn. There's lots of different ways, lots of articles about finding clients. And yeah, just literally, I would say try everything at the start, especially before you kind of refine down to what you're doing. So that's kind of finding clients. And then lastly, diversify your income. Now, this is something I'm starting to get a hold of. I trialed it about a year ago with a few little things. Didn't get much traction, if I'm honest. So about a year ago, I put my icon pack that is available to all sort of subscribers and stuff. I put that on a marketplace. Sold about $30 worth of icons over a year. And kind of like the passive income side of things, it's not a whole lot. You're not going to be making megabucks, but it definitely helps. I know some freelancers who sell stock photography who have been very successful, usually themed stock photography. So, for example, Halloween comes up, they chuck a load of illustrations and Halloween themed photography up, and they've been selling quite a lot. So there's definitely ways outside of kind of like the regular client jobs to make money. The thing with it is it's not potentially regular money, but it's something. So definitely check out sites like Icon Finder if you sell icons, iStock if you want to sell stock photography. There's loads of other sites like Redbubble. I know Lena sells her stuff on Redbubble. I'm hopefully going to launch my stuff on there very soon. I'm just waiting to hear back from them in terms of getting my name. And yeah, so I would say diversify your income. Try lots of different things in terms of, I don't know, selling t-shirts, selling stickers, whatever it is you want to sell. Try and do that. And that's kind of like a second part to freelancing, is putting in the work and the hustle outside of your regular client work. That's another thing you have to do. And I don't do it enough. And that's something I need to focus on more and do more of. And hopefully over the next year or so, I will be putting out more products, more stuff. And let's see what happens. You know, anything can happen, like I say. Totally agree with the specializing comment. Awesome, man. 3 Ps. I like that. I just came up with it now. Who knew? And like I say, I should apply that to myself, because I'm definitely not patient enough, because I expect everything like, oh, you know, why haven't I had any rock related work yet? And it's kind of like, well, you know, these things take time, man. Like, I just got to be patient with myself, and I should rewatch this video at the end whenever I'm feeling annoyed about it. So yeah, guys, so that's the Vice for today. Chatting about freelancing. It's a part 1 of this kind of freelancing little section and motivational kind of little section we got going on. There will be a part 2 at some stage. Next week maybe we'll talk about something else, maybe trademarking or something like that. But hey, feel free to let me know what you guys want me to talk about, if there's anything I can help with. So that is Vice, which is awesome. We got that done. Looking at our lineup, I think what we'll do now is we'll go into Raw. I see it's about 8:30. So we'll go into Raw. We'll have a look at some older work. And then we'll do a bit of warp probably at the end of the day, I think. I've been playing about with warp. I had the app open all day, and then it crashed. So I had to kind of reopen it earlier. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Right, okay. So what I will do is I will now switch back to Raw. Okay. Yeah, so what I'm going to be talking through on Raw, I want to talk about this kind of design X rock piece that I made. I've done a process video for this on Blast before, but I haven't actually gone through the file as such, or how I kind of made it. It was a fun project to make, so let's get it going. Let's go through and see if we can get that. Ghost Monkey, yes, very interesting take on the freelancing. Yeah, man, I think it was actually your suggestion potentially on the poll that we did the other week to start going to talking about freelancing and kind of where to take it. You know, how do you get into freelancing and what do you have to do first? I'm looking forward to going into that a bit more, hopefully. Right, so I'm going to pull up my let's just pull up my files. I haven't got any of my files open at the moment. So let's just get this. Let's get this going. Oh, the cake. Oh, we need to look at the cake at some point. Let me go through Raw and then we'll look at the cake. Remind me to look at the cake because I'll probably forget. Okay, right. So everybody's looking at a big blank screen at the moment. So I will load this up. Finder. There we go. That is not in the right place, so maybe I'll load up Safari in the background or something so it goes in the right place. Safari. There we go. There's Safari. So what I'll do is I'll just chuck in Finder on top of that. Yeah, I totally boxed myself in doing visual loops for VJs, and there isn't a lot of money in that. Well, this is it, man. You've got to diversify what you do, and I think any freelancer who can only do one specific type of thing, unless you're someone massive like James White or any other kind of big time designer who just is known for that one thing. Until you get to that level, you just have to literally accept anything that comes your way, which is a pain in the bum, but it's just one of those things. So what am I looking at? Design X Rock, that's what I'm looking at. Okay. So this one was kind of interesting. It started... This is kind of a weird looking Photoshop file, which I'm not going to open, but I'm kind of going to give you an idea. So this was like how it started. I actually photographed my hand with a pencil. Initially, it was going to be a pencil, and it was just to kind of get a reference for the piece I was trying to work on. And then I just adjusted all the levels, trying to pick out the kind of like the shading and stuff. And this was kind of a very new process to me. I wasn't really sure what I was doing. This is kind of back a couple of years. So the first step was to get my hand and then to try and get the kind of rough levels in there so I could see where the shading would be and where the lighting would be. And then the next step, I wanted to sort of ink it. So I inked this on my Cintiq at the time, trying to get an outline. And I turned the pencil into a paintbrush because I wasn't happy with the pencil because I felt like a paintbrush was kind of more free, for want of a better word. And yeah, so I kind of inked this in that way. Then I think after that I pulled it into Illustrator, started tracing it, trying to get the outline looking right. Then I think we get into the big files, which might take a little bit of time to just preview. Here we go. So this was my first attempt at trying to gauge what the colors might be. I thought initially I was going to try and use a gradient in the background, kind of going from like this color to like a purpley kind of color in the corner. Ended up not being the way I wanted it to go. Started doing the highlights and stuff, and at this stage I kind of went for a kind of comic-y cartoon anime sort of style. And then let's have a look. I hate drawing with a mouse, but it's complete. All right, man. Is that the cake? Hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing the cake. I can't wait. And then yeah, I sort of decided to make a darker kind of gradient, radial gradient type thing, with these kind of little speed lines coming off of it. I was still experimenting at this stage. I wasn't really sure what it was going to be. And then if we go look at the next one. That's going to take ages to load, probably. Preview in the Finder's loaded quicker. So here we can see like it's coming a bit more together. I started getting my colors right. Started adding more paint strokes. These are the same paint strokes I used in my typography. These are exactly the same ones. So rather than create new ones, I just used the ones I already had. And I started adding. This is all in Illustrator, so I started adding grain in here as well. Number 5. Honestly, I make so many versions of files. I think because I keep iterating, a bit like how a coder kind of iterates. I do the same thing, but in design. Keep doing multiple versions until I'm happy with it. But I always want to be able to go back. It's one of those things. This is taking forever to load. Cool, so this is actually almost the final version. In fact, that's pretty much the final version. If I load up Illustrator now, I actually prepared this in advance. I actually have the final version loaded. It's a bit slow because there's literally hundreds of points and vectors in here. So hopefully everything will be okay. So that's the paintbrush, the grain. I'll take the paintbrush out. Might be a while to hide. God, that takes ages. Ugh. There goes the paintbrush. You can see this is like my paint splat over here on the right. Took out the grain, hopefully a bit quicker. Brush lines, so that's my background. So yeah, so kind of like, oh, there's my original base file. That was well planned. So yeah, layering it up, so the background, the brush lines. Oh, that's my outer brush lines. That, again, these are my brushes that I created myself. That's the hand on its own. There's the paintbrush when it decides to load, and then I added like another grain layer on top, which is like really crazy grain layer. Let's see this on outline because it should be absolutely mental. Probably a lot of bits on the outline. There you go. So there's my outline. What a mess. If I hide the grain, you probably see the vectors a bit easier. So yeah, I mean, it was a really fun project. Again, it was all vector. I was trying to challenge myself a bit, trying to get it looking right. I've used this in a couple of places. I used it on a flyer for my shop when I first launched it. I used it as a flyer. Don't know if I've got that anywhere. Might have it in here somewhere. Flyer. Here we go. So this is my little. Here we go. So this is like a CMYK version, but that was like my little flyer that I handed out to people on the front. That's what I used. And then on the back it says like, oh, you get a discount on the shop and all the rest. When I first launched my shop, I was trying to get the word out a bit, kind of like word of mouth. So yeah, guys. So that's this little piece, which I called Design X Rock. Fun little piece. And yeah, so that's been Raw for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Right, so let's get into some rock and roll. Yeah, we had a bit of rock and roll at the beginning. I played Happy Birthday, the best I could, to myself. Actually, my art director forgot to remind me. Let's have a look at the cake and let's see what's happening with the cake. I really want to see the cake now. Let me open Safari. Hopefully, I can remember the URL. Should be in my history, actually. Earlier today. Earlier today. Oh God, where is it? Let's have a look. I'm trying to remember my own URL. Let me put it in the chat. Hey, there we go. Okay, I can copy that. Let's have a look at the cake. Cake. Loading. Oh, look at that!
What do I do?
Yeah, press Command Z and it'll undo whatever you do. Look at that! That is freaking awesome, guys. I will steal this cake. Who's put that in? And then there's a big blue blob over the top of it. Who's put the big blue blob in there? That's what I'm wondering.
What blue blob?
There's a big blue blob. Oh, there we go. It's chaos. Somebody put it to the bottom. Okay. Oh my word. That is an amazing chaos. Is that you, Johannes? Did you do that? That is awesome, guys. That's amazing. P.S. Happy birthday, Johannes. I'm drawing with a mouse. That is freaking awesome, man. That is awesome. We've got a little rock hand here. That's awesome. Some bits. Somebody's erasing the bits as we speak. Oh, trying to get it down. Trying to get it down in size. I see what you guys are doing.
That's really cool.
That is. You know what? When I thought I'm going to try this, I actually thought nobody would actually do anything on it, and it would be blank. And look at it now. It's amazing.
Look at all those cakes.
Look at all those cakes.
Okay.
Look at all that cake. There you go. There's a new one for you, Johannes. You can use that. Look at all that cake. Awesome. Yeah, so Chaos is going to steal the cake. I see. I'll have to stop him. From stealing the Phoenix Studios cake. Amazing. Awesome. Well, that. I can certainly say that is one of the best cakes I think I've ever seen. And that's amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of blown away, to be honest with you. That is absolutely freaking awesome. And hey, let's do this more often, because this is. I would love to get. I'm kind of annoyed with myself that I didn't collaborate on this with you guys. So yeah, so hopefully next time we'll all collaborate together and make something all together in this way. That'd be freaking awesome. You've done a really good job there with the chaos. I'm very impressed with that, Johannes.
So am
I'm very impressed, because I was thinking, well, this program must be very difficult to like do anything with a mouse on this program. I wonder if you can connect up a stylus to it.
Who did the chaos then with the
I think Johannes did the chaos. It's quite incredible, really. I did the Phoenix logo, the chaos, the bits, and the text. I hate drawing with a mouse. That's freaking awesome, man. And of course, we've got Reviver's little swords and a little skull. I'm assuming Reviver did the skull. Got the candles in there as well. I think Reviver did those. I don't know who did the little metal horns. I'm not sure who did the metal horns, but that's freaking awesome. And best wishes. You've got really nice handwriting, Reviver Knight. That's way better than mine. Way, way better. I had to reboot my PC because it couldn't handle the cake. Oh, brilliant. That is awesome. We'll have to use it. Well, I'll put it on the Discord anyway. But we'll have to use it somewhere and start. This could potentially be a new section, guys. I don't know what we call it. It takes the cake. Oh, well, there you go. You might. We're all here with the puns. You can get some points for the pun. All right. I think we're going to have to award points to everyone for making such an incredible cake.
You don't have to give them to me.
We'll give them to everyone. I can actually give points to everybody all at once, which is a lot easier. I don't know, guys. I'll give you guys.
Don't do too many.
No, I won't. But I'll give you guys add points to all viewers. How do I do that? Oh, number of points. Okay. I'll give you guys all 250 points
Yay.
for your amazing effort. There you go. So everybody should now have an extra 250 points. You might have to refresh your browser.
I'll do a death brow shout out.
Oh, you can. Oh, we can get a Death Growl shout
That's
out.
all I can do, so I'll wait. I think.
Okay, well, no problem. People want to save up their points for next stream. Okay, I like it. Well, let's see actually how people are doing. Let's see. So we've got the points here. Let's see how we're doing. Who's got the most points? Reviver Knight's got the most points with 1,300 points. Lena Ritchie's in number 2, 1,100. Nick, 866. Johannes, 510. Okay. Johannes should have more.
Maybe because he did more.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Reviver's right. Johannes actually should get more because he put in so much effort. Let's give him 500 points because he did an absolutely sterling job on the cake. Let's see if I can type this in. There we go. So Johannes should be up to 756 now. There we go. You might need to refresh or whatever. More points for the drawings for sure. Yeah, so we've topped him up to 756 now.
How do I see everyone's points in?
If you go I think you have to go on the page. There's like a leaderboard,
Okay, don't worry.
an Embers leaderboard. I can show you later. No problem. So that's kind of where we're up to. You're on 453 at the moment. I think some people had a head start on you because you weren't here last stream.
I've got 745 now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh? That doesn't sound right. Oh, because you've been... Oh, I see.
Hang on, how many did you give us? How many points did you give us? 500?
250.
Oh.
I gave you Hannes an extra 500.
I don't know how I'm on 745.
You're on 453, it says here. I don't know. That's what it says. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. But anyway, guys, so that is a sterling effort from everybody. I don't know why that's over there. That's interesting. Why is that now gone over there? Oh, I see. There we go. Yeah, that's a sterling effort, guys. Yeah, we'll share this on the Discord straight after the stream. Amazing. But let's get into some rock and roll, I think. Aye. Maybe I could put the birthday cake on the warp section. That would be quite fun. I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Don't crash the program.
I don't know if it's going to crash the program. That's the only thing I'm a bit worried about. Let's export it first. Drawing. Save. Okay. So there we go. Unknown.png. And let's get the warp section up and running. Cool. So we're going to go into warp now. I now need to get this out of the way. Get that out of the way. And that out of the way as well. Right, let me select the right window. It's not there. Hopefully it hasn't crashed. No, it's still there. Oh, I have to connect up my... that's what I have to do. I have to connect up my... what's it called? Why does that not come up? That's kind of annoying. There we go. Okay, we've got the right window now. Okay, so bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to connect up my phone so that we can get some video on this. I completely forgot to connect up my phone. Unfortunately, I can't connect my phone at the same time as the iPad. It kind of sucks. I don't know if it's an Apple restriction. Probably is. So yeah. Right, the stream seems to be okay. Right, okay, input. Enable. Oh, enable. Then I'm going to add my built-in sources live inputs. iPhone 6. Yep. And yep. Go to the camera. Seems to be working. And then we're going to switch that round. That's working. Okay, cool. So what we will do first up is we'll play a bit of rock and roll. And then I'm going to try and put the cake in and we'll see what happens. So hey. There we go. So that's working. Awesome. Okay. Let's see if this works all right. I need to get my guitar on and my alerts off. So guitar is on. Yeah. Yep, that's working. Let me just check my headphone. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to change the.
That's cool that you're in the background.
Yeah, this is a new thing where I've worked out how to get my So that's working. Let's do a little warp now, guys. A bit of rock and roll, and then we'll put the cake in there, and hopefully it'll work. Okay, so this is the warp. right, so that was the warp. Having a bit of fun there with all the effects and stuff. Let's see if we can drop in our beautiful, lovely cake into the app now. And let's see what it looks like. I have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like, but it should be fun. It actually saved it as a transparent GIF as well. Amazing. Okay. There we go. Does it react? I'm not sure. Oh, I've turned my guitar off.
Can you change the background colour at all?
My background colour?
No, the red is quite intense. That's the other thing. Or the back. Maybe it's alright.
My one? Well, I can reduce the opacity.
Yeah, but reduce it.
That's what I've done. There you go. Alright guys, so this is fun. So this is your lovely creation. And maybe this will be something we do on Warp from now on. Maybe we'll create something and then we'll just chuck it into Warp. And I'll play guitar and it'll go crazy. So yeah, so thank you very much for this absolutely beautiful, lovely rendition of a cake. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. And hey, let's have a little bit of fun now with the Warp, with your lovely creation. Alright, so that's our rocking cake. Pretty damn crazy. Pretty damn crazy. Yeah, what an awesome creation you guys have come up with. I love it. Really cool. And seeing it move around is pretty damn cool as well. Awesome. Right, okay, well it's 10 to 9. We are kind of pretty much done for today. And usually we run over, but today we're pretty much on time. Thanks again for the cake, guys. Looks freaking awesome. So that was our warp today. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, awesome. So that's kind of like the end of the show, pretty much. I mean, I think we've done everything today. Yeah, we've gone through everything. Roku, Vice, Warp, Raw. We've just got our encore to do, basically. So we've kind of done our encore sort of already, but we could play a bit more maybe. But hey, maybe we'll do a little encore in a minute. So like I say, guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I don't know, Reviver, are you doing a stream today? I don't know if you're streaming or whatever. We could raid you and stuff, no props. We always go into Reviver's stream usually after because he streams after. Proclaim is here. He missed out. You've missed out on all the fun. No, man, I've been streaming for 2 hours almost. Hour and 50. Yeah, we had some absolutely awesome times on the stream today. I'm 9 minutes away from starting my stream. Well, Reviver is starting his stream any minute, so a bit of a conflict of interest here, guys. So yeah, so the guys came up with this awesome happy birthday cake that they all collaborated on for me. So I'm chuffed to bits with this. This looks absolutely freaking awesome. So yeah, so the guys all contributed. So thank you so much again, guys. So yeah, so Reviver's going live in a few minutes. So we'll raid Reviver. And yeah, hopefully catch you guys on the next one. I'm gonna try and do Monday. Well, maybe I won't do Monday. I don't know because we're gonna be away all weekend. So it's probably gonna be Wednesday the way it's looking. I don't have my card set up, but it'll be next Wednesday as usual, as you guys know. So yeah, next Wednesday 7 p.m. we will have more rock and roll stuff. We'll try and do some more collaboration. I'll get involved. Natural Mermaid will get involved as well. Hey, who knows? So enjoy the weekend, guys, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. And yeah, we're gonna raid Reviver now. Are you streaming now, Reviver? I don't know if you're streaming. I'm assuming you're streaming now, so we'll raid you any minute. Cheers, Nick. Thanks for hanging out. Rock on, you rock, man. Yeah, let's get this party started. Let's get Reviver raiding. Raid Reviver night. I thought Proclaim usually streamed on a Tuesday. I'm kind of confused now. I'm assuming he's streaming on a Wednesday now. Okay, it's confusing. Maybe he was away or something, I think. So okay, I think we'll raid Reviver now. So thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and we will see you. I don't know if I have my last slide set up. Do I have my slides set up? Oh, so the date's wrong, but yeah, next Wednesday, guys. You know how it goes. So next Wednesday we'll have another one. I am, but I was away last night. Oh, I get you, man. A bit of a conflict of interest here. Reviver Night versus Proclaim. Who will win the streaming wars? We always raid Reviver, so sorry, Proclaim. Johannes, Phoenix, what do you got to say, man? I'm literally about to hit the trigger. So if you've got anything to say, let me know. Check the new Ember states. Okay. So Johannes is on 1,433 embers. Okay, Reviver's now number 1. Reviver in number 2 won 1,389, and Lena Ritchie in 3rd place, 1,159. Wow, man. What can I say? You guys are up there with the embers for sure. You guys could probably redeem the Wig of Destiny by now, but hey, maybe on the next stream. Cool. So let's see. Yeah, I know, it's lots of fun, isn't it? Yeah, so the embers are doing great. Let's raid Reviver Night. Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. Rock on, and we'll see you all next Wednesday for another show. See you on the Discord. Rock on. Okay.